everyone, it's Chinyere here. So guys, today is my New Year's resolutions checkup. I mean, why not? I know it's not the new year, but when you make New Year's resolutions, that doesn't mean that it just like stops midway January. You're supposed to carry them out through the whole new year. So that's what I'm doing. I made this video to help motivate you guys and to motivate myself to make sure we accomplish our goals. So yeah, if you like videos like this, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, please. So this is my 6-month checkup. You know, like when you go to the doctor to make sure you're staying on the same path. That's literally what this video is for. I put it out into the universe. This is what I wanted for my life. This is what I want for myself, and I'm just putting it out there. And this is just a goal for myself. So even if I don't accomplish it, at least it's on my mind constantly, and I'm gonna try to do it. Now, keep in mind, guys, life changes, especially for somebody like me. My life literally recycles itself. Like every 60 days I have a new leash on life because things are constantly changing. Situations that happen to me, situations that happen for the people around me, different opportunities, whatever, and I take advantage of those things. Like I take advantage of opportunity, and I've learned to do that because before I was not a risk taker and I just was not benefiting myself at all. So if you guys don't remember, I posted a video in January and I had all 15 of my New Year's resolutions down. I also put them on my blog. You guys can check it out. It's at chinyereogazi.com. I update my blog weekly with like pictures and just story times that will probably be on YouTube like in a few months or like next month, and just to get a little bit of a backstory on me. It can honestly help you guys to get to know me a lot better. Alright, so number 1 was fix my credit. To a 700 was my goal. Now honestly, guys, I am not really all that far like from my actual goal. Like it could possibly happen by the end of the year. I'm taking all of the steps, but I did have a few setbacks, and I've actually created a credit series to help people because there have been so many things that I was just very ignorant about and I did not understand about credit. But I have posted a video already talking about it, but I'm gonna post like 3 other ones to kind of help people get a better idea about it and everything. But yeah, I'm still working on it. It's still in the 600s and it needs to go up. If a guy's watching this, he's like, okay, so I can't marry her right now. Number 2 was to triple my income. Now guys, when I said that, I honestly didn't even know what the hell I was even talking about. I just knew that I wanted my income to be tripled. I didn't know if that meant like monthly or each time I do something it needs to be 3 times more than what it was. Like I didn't even know what the hell I was talking about. But let's just say that it's definitely gone up, and it's gone up in different types of ways to maybe say. I don't know, but it's getting there, just like everything else. So at first it was just like this little nub of an idea and just trying to get things going, and now it's actually going into motion, and then soon it'll be in motion and keeping it up. So hopefully by the end of the year, God's will. Number 3 was to get a more reasonable car. Now, I did go car shopping in March and April because I had, well, I think you guys saw the vlog where I was like, it was called Feeling Defeated. That vlog was literally like an hour, and I cut it down to only like 18 minutes because I just did not want you guys to hear everything I was saying in there. Like when I was watching it back, I was like, you know what, they don't need to know all of this that's going on. But guys, it's just so much that goes on behind closed doors that I don't even talk about. So much just politics and stupidity that goes on that is the reason for why things are the way that they are, and it's just not fair. And I'll be very, very honest with you. But that day everything was just coming down, and honestly I still feel the same way as I do that day. I don't really care that much about my credit like I did last year, simply because I've seen it for what it is and like what's gone into things, and just different things happening. I don't really care about it, but at this point I still work on it just to work on it. But it's not as much of a priority, honestly, and it's number 1 on my list, and it could honestly be like number 8 because it just doesn't matter that much anymore. But I wanted to get a more reasonable car, and what ended up happening was I owed too much on this car because of some stupidity that was going on, and yeah, just other stuff. So I ended up getting approved for the car that I wanted, but I had to fork over like an extra like $6 grand, and I was not ready to do that. I didn't want to. I didn't feel like it was really worth it to do that, and yeah, that was it. Number 4 was engage my subscribers a bit more on YouTube so that they'll keep coming back. I have been honestly working on honestly been working on that, but I could work a little bit harder on it. I started vlogging so that people could get to know me a little bit better, and because I was going through a lot, I typically just tend to vlog a bit more. I'm a very open book, and things that people would probably be ashamed of, I typically am just not ashamed of, and that's just is what it is. People get upset about that, but if you have, like, I feel like if you have too much pride and if you're too ashamed of things, when you need help, people typically aren't there to, they won't reach out because they don't know it, and you are too prideful and too shameful, and you could be missing out on things simply because you're letting your ego get in the way. I am a very transparent person by accident. That's just like my nature, so vlogging comes easy to me, and I feel like people have been engaging a lot more, and they have been coming back a lot more, and if I become more consistent and they'll know when to expect me, which is something I've been working on, then I feel like they'll be engaged more. So hopefully by the end of the year, you know, views and numbers will go up. I never really cared about that, I paid attention to it, but now I'm learning from speaking to other YouTubers how important it is. So yeah. So number 5, speaking along the amount of viewers, is to get to 45,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Now guys, when I made this video, I had about like maybe 8,000 or 9,000 subscribers. So 45,000 sounded so far away. My goal at first was to be at 15,000. Then I was like, no, I can do better than that. I want to get to 30,000. Then when I sat down to post the video, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to throw it out in the air. I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to say 45. So 45 has been my number, and I'm more than halfway there. And, you know, hopefully by the end of this year, I can get there. Number 6 is to have clear skin. So my skin is doing a lot better than what it was doing. Now, I'm not going to go out, you know, and just be like, oh, it was horrible. My skin really wasn't that bad, okay? But I do break out during my menstrual, so I know TMI, but we all know this. I have been drinking a lot more water, and I've stopped drinking soda for a while. I'm doing this 1-month challenge thing where I don't drink any soda. Well, okay, I drink these, but these aren't really soda, and I've been losing weight. Like, I've been losing about 3 pounds a week by just like drinking like 1 or 2 of these a day. Because guys, listen, I used to drink like 7 sodas in a day, 12 sodas. Like, I could drink like a whole 12 pack in a day, and I would do it, and that was just fucking up my kidneys, my whole insides. Just horrible. I was like addicted to sugar. So now I just drink maybe like 1 of these a day, honestly, and I don't even finish it, and they taste really bad, like, but you get used to it. It has some taste. That one is the cranberry, like raspberry, and it tastes like, it just has this weird like bitter aftertaste, but now it's not as much. Like, at first it was like, oh, it was like torture, but now I actually crave it, and it's very refreshing. And when I go out, and it doesn't take long to freeze at all. My Mountain Dews would take like an hour to freeze. I get really cold. These take like 30 minutes, and that's because it doesn't have so much crap in it that's stopping it from getting cold. This stuff, I put it in there, I go for a ride, it's like 100 degrees outside, and it keeps me from sweating. And my breathing is better, so just everything, just because I stopped drinking soda. I've been dropping pounds, my skin's been clearing up, I mean, just everything. I have on makeup, so I can't really show you guys, but best believe it's cleared up. 7 is to make a post on my blog every single day. So I do have a blog, I mentioned it earlier, it's chinyereogazi.com, and at first I was really motivated to post at least 1 post a day, but I'm going to change that one up and take it off because it's not really necessary. I post when it needs to be posted, when something needs to be addressed, and I just don't really do it every day. But I mean, I do post on there weekly, so that's good. I totally understand, like, you guys have to understand social media, like, you know, you have to post on YouTube, you have to sit down and record, then you have to post on Instagram, then you have to post on Twitter, then you have to post on your blog, and then you have to post on Facebook, and you're constantly updating people on what's going on in every single moment of your life, and that's just difficult. So no, I have not been posting on my blog every day. Number 8 is to get my mom out of debt. I did end up doing that back in February, so that one is crossed out. Number 9 is to lose 40 pounds and tone up immensely. Let me tell you something. I started off at the beginning of this year like 180, and now I'm at 190. So I've gained pounds. But last week I was at like 194. I'm 5'8", and I know I don't look big, but I have heavy chest, like heavy everything. Like, I'm just out of shape. And yeah, so I lost 4 pounds this week because I completely ended up cutting soda out of my diet, and I didn't even expect it to happen so quickly. But I literally don't do anything and I'm losing weight simply because I just stopped drinking 4 or 5 sodas a day. So by the end of the year, yes, because I've already started losing the weight, I still don't even count like that. My goal weight honestly is 145, so I can't even count like what I lost last week because I actually gained the weight. So now it's like 46 pounds is what needs to be lost. Number 10 is to save up $5,000 in a safe. Now, this was made prior to a certain goal that I had. Now, like I said, my life literally recycles itself. Things change, things happen. At that point in my life in January, I was like, I want to save up money. I do want to save that up, but I am not going to have that just sitting there and there's something that I really need to buy. No. Right now I'm in the middle of purchasing something, so I am not trying to save that. I mean, I'm saving that much or more, but it's going to be spent. So by the end of the year, it may be spent on supplies and material or whatever. And maybe at one point, yes, altogether I have saved up that much money, but it will be gone because I'm making a large purchase. So bye-bye, $5,000. Number 11 was to make a real living off of social media. Now when I said that, it wasn't just YouTube, it was like all the prospects, I guess, like whatever leads I get from social media to whatever I do. So like my blog and of course YouTube and just whatever type of things I get. So yeah, I mean, I want to scratch it off, but I still do studies. Like I do studies, and occasionally I will do hair, but it's not like, okay, I have to do it, you know, like I have to do it. It's just like you only get paid once a month and you want to do other stuff so that you get paid all throughout the month, you know what I mean? And yeah, you do get like sponsorships and stuff like that, but who wants to keep doing that all throughout the day? Like nobody wants to. I don't know anybody who just enjoys doing that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do it, but I also do just extra stuff. Number 12 is to make an actual friend. Now, I have totally met people and now we talk like daily. Like if I want to call somebody, they will answer their phone and we'll talk on the phone for like 3 hours. So I do consider these people friends. So I have made friends. Now, are they lifelong friends? Who knows? But that wasn't my goal. My goal was just like to make a friend, and it wasn't even like I just set out to do it. It wasn't even like I just set out to do it like this is my goal. It was a goal, but I wasn't really doing much to get to the goal. I just kind of do my part in that part. So yeah, I have people that I call and we talk and we give each other advice, and it's like real advice and it's great. So yes guys, I have made a friend. So for people who keep commenting, that's why you ain't got no friends. First of all, why even comment something like that? Second of all, I don't care. And third, you're wrong. 13 was to update my diary regularly. I have not been doing that, guys. Like honestly, no. Like whenever I write in my diary, I write like once or twice a month, and I'm pretty much just updating what's been happening the entire month. Number 14 is to get healthy hair, and I was saying I may go natural, we'll see. Guys, my hair it's not healthy. It is fried. Like it's fried. It's crunchy. It needs to just like honestly be cut off. When it's straightened like it is today, like it's nice and bouncy and healthy looking and all that and full. But it's not healthy at all. So yeah, and I have been thinking about going natural. I feel like we all go through that phase where we're just thinking about it, but my hair just isn't manageable being natural like that. Like I've been natural like half my life, more than half my life. I've only had a relaxer like maybe 4 years, and I had it again for like 6 months in high school. Then you know, it wasn't that big to me. But yeah, now that I'm getting older, I'm still looking at options. So still don't have healthy hair, guys. Last but not least, number 15 is to get lumineers. I don't like my gaps that much. Okay, so like I said, life is constantly changing, right? I did go for a consultation, and he did set me up with an orthodontist to talk about like what I need to do before we even get to the braces phase, and just make sure everything's okay. Now my gaps are okay. The problem is that they cause a lisp, and then when I eat things, I have gaps in almost every tooth, and 2 teeth got pulled at the bottom of my mouth when I was like 8 years old. So my teeth are slowly like caving in and separating. So my bottom teeth have these like even bigger gaps than they already did because they're starting to sink in. So I'm either going to have to get like metal braces, which is fine, or I'm going to get the lumineers. So that's what the big decision is now. But yeah, that's another reason why I'm staying in Texas, is because it's cheaper to get braces here than it is in LA, where I want to be like moved by the fall, you know, by the end of the summer, but I want to get it started here. So yeah, that should be happening. I'm just saving up for some things, so that's why it's happening like that. Everything takes time. Everything is literally a waiting game. You do your financial part. I mean, anything can be done with, you know, money, but you do your financial part and then it just happens. And then on top of that, it's just a waiting game. Like sometimes, like I would love for my teeth to just be no gappy right now, but no, it's going to be a waiting game. Once I get the braces on, it's going to take time. It's not just going to happen in one day, unless I got like veneers, like, you know, most celebrities do. They'll get like a whole tooth veneer, like a whole new mouth. But no, I'm just going to keep my teeth that I have and do it like that. So that's pretty much it. Feel free to make your own updated New Year's resolution videos to keep yourself motivated, to keep your subscribers motivated, and who's ever following you. Remember that New Year's resolutions don't just stop at the 30th, like when nobody else is at the gym. They keep going throughout the entire whole new year until December, and then you start a new one. You know, whatever you need to keep yourself motivated, use it, do it. Like, don't let anything stop you. So yeah guys, that was it for everything. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Till next time. Bye.